Hey YouTubers, people on the internet. So this video is just discussing a blog, basically discussing the topic of Omicron as we see it all over the news right now. And I've titled this Opposites on Omicron because on the one hand, it's getting so much attention because apparently it has all these mutations never seen before. So the graphics show it has this wild amount of mutations or proteins on it or something. And they're saying there's this article about all these kids under 5 in South Africa who have been hospitalized apparently with Omicron. Yet I'm calling it this video the opposites on Omicron because you're also seeing I saw an interview on TV about a guy who says, oh, it seems to be less hazardous. Some guy apparently is promoting that maybe it's less hazardous than the other variants. So what are we supposed to believe? But it's getting all this news attention. So I'm going to open up some news on Omicron and see inside the race to test Omicron's true threat. So I guess it's opposites because they're still trying to figure out the true threat. This is from the Washington Post an hour ago. So I can open this up. And see what's it say. Again, they're saying they're shocked by how many mutations this version has. There's all these people working on it to analyze it and stuff. They want to, again, they're trying to figure out the danger it's could pose. And we see it in the news spreading around the globe. We just saw it. There are cases popping up in Australia now. And here they're saying it's a big overreaction and they just don't have the results on what it means. Again, what they find so alarming is the mutations. But they just don't know if these mutations even matter for how it will affect people, I guess. They're seeing it, they're testing for it. They're seeing that people around the world are coming up with Omicron. They just don't know if it's going to matter. So maybe this is all very obvious to people reading the news. They've read all this before. But if you're new to Omicron, maybe this video can help you understand a few things if you haven't read the news. Another thing they're worried about is the vaccines won't work. So again, how bad will it affect people? And will it be slip through the vaccine protection? And again, on vaccine protection, there are still some people dying who are vaccinated. But I think overall, they still think that vaccination is still a better option, of course, as they will all very, of course, promoting the vaccination. So let's see, anything else in this article? Again, this speculation on the vaccines and Omicron has affected the financial markets. People are also wondering about holiday travel. I have some travel set up coming up. I started wondering about it. Is this going to affect how we're supposed to travel or recommendations on travel? So we just don't know it's yet very much. Oh, it's kind of a headache. It's all kind of a headache. Here they're saying treatments can change the pandemic, but they can't end it alone. And they're working on vaccines now for Omicron or vaccine boosters or something. So there it is. Opposite ideas on Omicron. They just don't know yet. Seems they just don't know. Yes, it's this wild mutating variant with all these mutations. No, they don't really know, apparently, if it has a great harmful effect as a mutation variant, mutated variant. Seems they're just waiting for the data to come in. Yes, it's spreading. Yes, it affected the financial markets, apparently. So we'll see. It comes out here in the next few days, next week or two, next few weeks. And, but still, and there's all this anti vaccine stuff. Europe, Austria, places in Europe are really promoting vaccine. You almost have to get vaccinated some places. Yet you have riots or protests against it. Of course, to a vaccine believer, if you've thought about vaccines, it seems like a no-brainer. They're just vaccines should just help you out, if anything else. Most doctors would agree. Few don't, but most do agree. They say as your education level goes up, the more you will probably get vaccinated and agree with vaccines. But again, doesn't the data say you are just better off getting vaccinated? This Marcus Lamb guy from the Daystar television network, this Christian guy or whatever, he just died of apparently of COVID. And I guess he probably didn't get the vaccine. Would he have been better off? Would he have been saved by getting the vaccine? You've seen this story before in the news. And as far as Christianity and pastors. So probably should just get the vaccine. Why not? The data shows it just gives you better chances. Your immune system gets ready to fight the T cells, the antibodies, whatever. They get ready to fight a possible infection by COVID. So you're ready to fight it. If some people, especially if you have comorbidities, other health conditions, age, can really affect you're just not going to fight it as well. Or that those people get affected more. And they show specific examples of people of all ages and all sorts of people still getting affected by COVID. So why not just do your best to protect yourself against it and get the vaccine, get the booster? That's about it here for now. Good luck.